Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm J-Mac and this is Raid Shadow Legends. And I just want to make a quick video on frequently asked questions. Now, I love getting on YouTube, searching for videos, champions, mechanics of the game, and learning from other content creators, how the game works or what tips or tricks there are. But sometimes it's nice to be able to go out and find the answers yourself. And so one day I was messing around and I found the FAQ and guides right here. So I kind of started typing a few things in to see how explanatory things were, or how in depth Plarium got with giving information, and I was kind of surprised by some of it. So some of the early things that I kind of skipped through in the game fast so I could start playing, I didn't really learn about until after I've been playing a while. So one of those were the affinities, and if I could learn to spell it right. Wow. One of these days I'm gonna have to learn how to spell English. Affinity. There we go. So, if you spell the words right, you can get some information. And so talking about the affinities, of course, you've probably seen this if you've been playing the game anytime at all. This shows that Force stronger than Magic, Magic stronger than Spirit, Spirit stronger than Force, then Void is the neutral. But it really goes into detail about how it works in the battles. And so if you have an affinity advantage, it gives you a 30% chance of a skill landing as a strong hit, and then an extra 15% chance of a skill landing as a critical hit. And then it talks about it has disadvantages. They even give a link to one of their videos explaining this. It goes through the hit types, gives some charts. And so, I didn't realize the difference that your different affinity matchups were made. I knew that there's, weaker and stronger, but I didn't know exactly how much weaker, how much stronger until I read the in-game FAQ, and it, answered my questions, and I was really surprised by what it went. Another one was I was looking for a list of buffs and debuffs. So right here on this, it will show you all the different buffs and debuffs in the game. Shows you the icon for them. Now, I didn't really realize the icon differences as much because I played for almost a full year on my iPhone. And so, a little big screen, you don't really notice a lot of this stuff. But it was kind of cool to go through and, read exactly what some of this stuff did. Because I mean, what a Veil, it protected damage, but I didn't know how much damage reduction it would do. Same thing by which the resistance stuff is just recently added. But it just does a really good job of breaking everything down and explaining to you. One thing I did learn was freeze, and says the champion only receives 75% of incoming damage. So when you freeze somebody, it's great crowd control, but you're getting reduced damage on that champion. So, like I said, it was just kind of cool to go through and read some of the stuff, and I knew proximities, but I didn't know exact details or exact percentages on stuff. And so it was pretty cool to go through and learn a little bit more about that. And just some other things that, if you go through tutorials a little too fast, and that's what I did early on in the game, is it gives a pretty good tutorial learning different things in the game when you first start. But like most people, I just wanted to skip through it and start playing and figure things out on myself. And it wasn't until, like I said, I read some of the stuff to learn more. One of the things was with the Demon Lord, I didn't realize that the keys refreshed every 6 hours. So I was trying to figure out how people were getting these keys when they say they 3-key, Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare. Like, well, I only get 2 keys a day. And then I realized that wake up in the morning, do a battle, and then your keys will refresh by the time the game resets later in the evening. But, it goes through and just lists how the Demon Lord works, the mechanics of it. And a lot of this can be found too without actually having to go into the FAQ. If you go, to whatever screen or in-game content you're looking at, the little eye right here for info takes you to the FAQ and guides, and it will give you that same information of the page we were just on. And that's just stuff that I never thought about clicking it to see what it does, but it's pretty cool how the game gives you a lot of the guides and informations. You just gotta know where to look and where to click on it. And so there were just a couple other things here. And same thing with Doom Tower. I'm on my free-to-play account that doesn't have Doom Tower unlocked yet, so I can't click the little info button. But, it goes pretty in-depth on the format of it, how the different floors work. One thing I thought was nice was scroll down here and it shows the champion fragments that you can get from normal difficulty and hard difficulty. And so, again, a lot of the stuff you can find on YouTube, you can probably, I'm sure, on Reddit, other internet searches, but I just thought it was pretty cool of how much information they give you in the game, and that they did a really good job on a lot of this stuff of providing in-depth info on. And there's probably a lot of it that I'll probably ever really need or want to look at, but it's nice to know that's there. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with everybody. If you've been playing the game for a while, you've probably figured out most of it, but there are some things that after playing for a year that I didn't have a clue about, or just knew a little bit about and didn't really care that much. But when you start getting into, the late mid-game and early in-game, a lot of that stuff becomes a lot more important, especially the affinity matchups and exactly how the different buffs and debuffs work and what percentages you're working with. So anyways, I hope that helps somebody. I thank you for watching the video. If you would subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a blessed night. Bye.